Hey guys, welcome back to another T-Kinter video. In this video, we're going to be doing something really exciting. So for the last 2 or 3 videos, we created a bunch of stuff in the canvas. So we used the canvas to create a bunch of single widgets and it looked pretty good. So this time, we're going to be actually using the canvas interactively. Look what this program I sort of created. Now in this program, you literally press the first button and paint. You can move it around and you can create these little tiny rectangles and you can make a drawing like that. Now, I adopted this code from a website called python.course.eu. I'll leave a link to it in the description because this is the last canvas video we're making, but there's a couple more things you can do with the canvas and they explain it pretty well, so I would go check that out at the end of this video. But for now, we created this paint thing. And what this does is we have our canvas, so we have our root, we have our canvas. This is all simple, I hope. And then this w.bind. So our canvas is going to bind the B1 motion. B1 motion or button 1 is basically the first button whenever it's pressed. On a keyboard, this will be the first button. The one that's always to the left, that's button 1. So when button 1 is pressed, we're going to go to paint. And this is considered an event in Python. So when paint is defined, it's also defined as an event to its attribute. So we have its color, we just set a color for when we're going to create the rectangle. And you have x1, y1. Notice you can define 2 variables in one line. That's important. It's not essential. We don't need to do it, but it makes it a lot better and easier to read. So x1 and y1 equals event x minus 1 and event y minus 1. And then x2, y2, event x plus 1 and event y minus 1. So what does so the event is the event x and y coordinates on the canvas, and the minus 1 and plus 1 is creating a little gap to create that rectangle or that shape we see instead of it not being one dot, because it's actually impossible to create a dot in the canvas. It's not there, but you can create very small ovals, which is actually explained on python.course.eu. So that's also another thing you would reason to check out. And so we created this little box, and when we create the rectangle, we create it like this. So it's not a complex program. I mean, there's new terms like the event, the B1 motion. That's all important, and that'll be really handy when you're making things like games or any other thing you're trying to do with a canvas. So I encourage you to use this and create better canvas applications and do other stuff with it other than simply painting. But I'm also going to leave you with a challenge. One thing I want you to do is learn how to change the fill color. So right now I set mine to cayenne, but you can change the fill color. I want you guys to make an input for that. So it'll be an input and then you can change the color. Also, another challenge would be to change the size of the block. Notice how we use minus 1 plus 1 here. Try playing around with that number to make the gap bigger or smaller, and then you might even be able to create a bigger size and create that as an input too. Also, there's a whole bunch of other things you can do, like a clear function or a simple erase function. And that all is pretty cool stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.